Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
What's going on, folks? I'll get my ears in. As Hickok 45 would say. How was everybody's Independence Day weekend? Oh, man. Alright, Beastlord, leveling. We're gonna go grab some spells real quick. I'll try to make it quick so we don't bog it all down with boring stuff. That's a good way. That's a good way to finish your day off. Avoid destruction by alien life forms. Of course, relaxing with a good book is nice too. This lady starts you on a series of quests that have you running around Old World, getting armor pieces. The armor's not very good, but the quests are fun. Get you into a lot of the older zones. You can start going around all these different NPCs and good times. Newbie stuff. We actually have to go up to this guy. $35, $45, $34, $35. What's going on, Micah? How you doing? Malaria. Summon a pack of mosquitoes. I'm gonna be upset if I already have these things, spells. That's level 30 pet. What level am I? 26? I'm going to get the level 30 pet. Just so that when time comes we have it. Spirit of Vermin. Good lord. Oh, we already had that. Okay, that's it for the time being. Let's find some blank pages and do some scribing. Where are we? 26. Why the hell did I buy that? Oh well. Spirit Strike. Well, that will replace Scale Skin. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna check this other one real quick, just in case. Just in case I miss something. Nothing important. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I think Endure Cold is the more common one. Of course, I should just make an elemental one. That's a lot of buffing. That's a lot of freaking buffing. I'm not doing all that. Ain't no one got time for that. Okay, we're done. Well, we're done-ish. I'll change out some of these combat spells. So I just picked up a new frost. What's it? Gee, I think that's it. Okay. Murder for profit. And we want to go this way, yes. Now I'm hoping to get deeper into the moors tonight, unless somebody comes up with something better to do. Hopefully get over to the Bixie area. That's always fun. Let's buff them and kill. Oh, here we go. I wonder if I'll ever be able to cast spells well. Wait, that was supposed to be something different. It's supposed to be disease. Oh well, screw it. Oh, the heal. You don't even have to give them resist because you can just cure the stuff with the heal spell. Never mind. Oh, come on. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. Alright, let's get our quest lined up. What are we doing? That's more mine stuff. We'll go kill those mushroom dudes. And the trees. And the gators, because that's all up in the same area. We'll get those 3 knocked out. Kill some witch lamps on the way. Huh, they're on the same cooldown, but that one's not. It's weird. And here we go. This is a retail EQ. The Zegni server. He got me. Yep. What the hell? Dual hammer thing's kind of cool. I never realized that they have like facial expressions now. I don't need those witch lamp. Oh yes I do. I need 4 of those. Hey you got one? Get over here. I think I destroyed the other one. Oh no, I got it. Never mind, I saved it. So I remember letting one rot. So I didn't know you had to pick up stones. I thought you just had to kill 4 of these witch lamps. There's will-o-wisps. Don't let them kid you. Just have a different spell repertoire. Cast the spell! Oh, fizzling is fun. There we go. Boom. Ding. Oh, I wonder if I have night vision. I might, since I'm a pointy-eared freak. Wanted to have that on him but before he got here. Oh well. all those procs between the pet's buff and the two proc on each weapon, and it's just crazy. Craziness. Uh-oh. There's a big rat. I don't know why he would have feathers, but it's not ours to ask. Question why? Yeah. Okay, that takes care of that. Right? Yes, it's 4. So now we run up past the ogres. We have to kill these ogres up here too. Eventually we gotta get around to doing that. They're just a pain. They're also big and menacing. Other stuff we need to do first. We need to kill mushroom people first. We need to kill trees. Basically, it's just a whole deforestation thing. That's every quest in the zone. Not a very popular spot for druids. You there. Ooh, he looks angry. Yeah, they play very similar to a ranger. But instead of range attacks, you get more spells on the pet. I think it's saplings I need for that. For the broken axe quest. Or pick. Cannot see your target. Cannot see your target. He's right there. These guys run, so you gotta pull them back. And they drop a whole bunch of little ads. Oh, you didn't drop any. Neat. Have to kill, what is it? 10 of those? Yeah, 10 of those. Farmers. Oh, we only need farmers. Hey, what's going on, John? Did you get your yard work done? Hail. The official greeting. Mushroom didn't stand a chance. Wrecked him. Wrecked. That's how you know you're badass. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, great time to fizzle, jerk. Interrupted. I fizzled 6 times and then I got interrupted. That is crap. I'm going to double dot him, and then I want to just start beating the hell out of these guys. Clear out all the ads first. Ooh, brought friends. Well, he's a resistor. Try that again. There, we got you. There, we got you. And we need one more of those. Let's see if I can remember that macro. Oh, it's already in there. Never mind. Got a little conference over there. Alright, let's just start killing them. Ain't nothing for it, just gotta kill them. Well, let's get another one in on it. Why not? Then they can drop down all their ads. Might as well do it upright. Come on, you want in on this? Oh, you can't see him. He's behind the chat box. There's another one just sitting right over there, just waiting to join in. If I fart in the wrong direction, he's going to come in. Oh, God. He's too far away. Use my pet to clear out all these ads. We'll be alright. We got this. There we go. Piece of Danish. Ding. Good lord. That was quick. That's too bad we don't have a chain wearer. Is that it? Oh shoot, no, I forgot all about it. Tell you the truth. Forgot all about it. Now we just have to kill the mushroom people. Actually, I got an AA that does it now. Forgot to put these out. That's a pet. I never use this one. It's a basically a mercenary. Well, it's pop infusion. This doubles the XP I get from killing mobs, or doubles the XP I get in general, I guess. It's fungus. Get over it. There we go. Yeah, I was hoping we could wear chains since a shaman can, but I guess we inherit the monk armor ability. Favored mount? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Oh, in EverQuest? I have no idea. I have no idea. I only have like 4 or 5 mounts on all my different accounts. I just never use them. Most of my characters have some form of sew, which is typically faster, and I don't play a caster class, so I don't need to be sitting down all the time. So I just never did mounts. I think the cleric that I logged onto earlier spent more time on a mount than all my other characters combined. The hand, though, just from what I've seen other people riding, I really want to get one of those hands. They're really cool. Yeah, I know, that's why I like them. What is that instance, or the dungeon area thing that they're in? That's what it was. Oh, there is no spoon. How many more do we need? One more. Who is our victim? They show up in a couple different dungeons. Those hand things. Yeah, I'm having a surprising amount of fun with it. Normally I can't stand the caster classes, but I'm really enjoying this one. I mean, granted, he's more melee than the average caster class, but at his heart, he is just a caster. Yeah. Yep. Ah, the gator pond. That's what we needed. That was, yeah, you had to stretch a little bit for that one. But that's alright, yeah, I mean, they can't always be on. Yeah, there's one down. We need, was it 4 gators and 1 turtle? And we also need, sorry. Then we need 2 more for the golden pick quest. And 1 turtle. I think I'm going to get 2 when I pull this. Oh, buffs are dropping. Look at that shell. Good God. That's a turtle designed for murder. Nature said we need something heavily armored with lots of spikes on it. Give me a turtle. But sir, turtles are very slow. None of your excuses. Bring me a turtle. Glue some spikes on it. Now give it some cocaine. They all lean forward. I need 1 of those. And there's no more gators. The turtles and the gators share a spawn, what's it? So if there's no gators, you have to kill all the turtles. The quality of the models have gotten a lot better, you gotta admit. I mean, that looks like a turtle when you actually zoom in on it. Except for the spiky bits, obviously. Very well done. I mean, considering what they have to work with. There's usually one up on the hill here. I could be mistaken. We need to rebuff anyhow. So let's just chill on the hillside under this fine little tree over here. If I could live in any area in EQ, live? No, you haven't asked that. You asked what my favorite area was. If I could live in any area, it would be Surefall Glade. No, is that it? Yeah, Surefall Glade. That's where I'd live. Pretty sure we have some new spells to do. Let's check that out real quick. That will go under combat. Zegany. Zegany server. That will go under combat. So we got 2. We got a pet heal and a self heal. That'll go on the combat bar. Don't let me forget that. And that will replace this. Eventually I'm going to have to start doing separate bars. Shaman gets so many buffs. So many buffs. Ooh. That should be fun. I'm going to load up the combat bar just so I don't forget to put those 2 spells in. Then I'm going to pop out for a half smoke. Then we're going to come back in. We're going to kill more stuff. Lather, rinse, repeat. Yeah, Surefall Glade would be my home of choice. It's quiet, it's peaceful, has great internet connection, and there's a waterfall with bears behind it. What else do you need? I will be right back. Upon further reflection, I'd like to change my answer to Rivervale. It's a town full of halflings who like to drink and eat and just have a good time. I'd have to duck a lot, but it's a small price to pay. Sorry, girlfriend made bread tonight, and I love homemade bread. So I'm going to be noshing on some bread here. Oh, we're buffing. We're not killing yet. There you go. Gamer's apron, a t-shirt. New pet at level 30. I think I pretty much wasted that Infusion of the Faithful. What'd I do? What'd I do? What'd I do? Turtle skin? Come on, cast a spell. All the other Beastlords are laughing at you. You're pathetic. You suck. Get your game face on. I'm trying to egg them on, but it's not working. What the heck? Oh, it teased me that time. You see this? Waste half a bar of mana on fizzles. What is going on? Yeah, seriously. Down to 27% mana. You gotta remember to replace those spells. Yeah, see? I forgot to save it. I got one more of those potions left, so should get the mana back quick. Gotta remember to grab some of those clarity potions. But this is EverQuest. and then you save it. See, saving it. It's all about saves. Yeah, it's close enough. Stuff that needs killing. Can't kill it sitting on a hill. Well, you can, but... I hope I get some kind of snare at some point. Now my warder has a new proc effect buff. There it goes. Blam! Did you see that? Blam! There it goes. How much does that do? 82. 82 point direct damage proc on that pet buff. That makes me happy. Blam! Okay, that's the two I needed for the pit quest. I still need a few more for the skinning quest, the animal hide quest, and then we gotta go get those damn cats again. Whatever happened to Emerald Lagasse? He just kind of disappeared. I can see him getting himself into some kind of trouble though. Exactly how many of those do we have? Okay, we got 4. We need 2 more. Let's do an XP potion, because we're going to go from here to saplings and kill a bunch of those. Ha! Didn't resist that one, did you? I had a very in-depth conversation with the girlfriend tonight about life, the universe, everything. Always surprises me when, and I hate saying that, but she's a good deal younger than I am, so not necessarily deep. But then she'll come up with one of these really good conversations and just kind of blows me away. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I didn't want to spring that on her. You know, you got to choose your moments. Did that even do anything? No. Must be underwater. They're both underwater. Great. Didn't want to kill them anyhow. There we go. There we go. Just use yourself as bait. Who's that? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There he is. Turtle meat. Oh, no. Turrepta meat. Hat proc. Man, that's nice. That's a thing of beauty. Bam! Bringing down the wrath of the element. Excuse me. Of course he would run as I'm choking to death. Why not? And let's get that turtle in here too. It's not like he's got anything going on. Well, I mean, it's an honest mistake. Reptilian thing, hard shell on its back. Already got that. One more. One more. The gators at the other lake don't count for this quest. They're something different. They have a different name. So you just have to keep running around this one, killing turtles and crocs until you get all the stuff you need. It's so foggy. I want to see more. If you look back on the old EQ models for just about anything, They've really brought this game a long way. Considering how primitive the whole thing is. Go away. Blam. Blam. Level 29. Hey, 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 he didn't drop a hide. Oh, wrong one. Alright, now let's go kill some of these saplings. And yeah. Teleport, did you see that? Blam! Oh, that makes me happy. This is the, we need 2 tree ant branches, and we have to kill 6 of the saplings. There's one. Trying to conserve mana, so I'm only using 1 dot on these light blue things. She was reading an article about climate change, global warming. It led to a discussion about the cyclical nature of the weather patterns. Gets hot, gets cold, gets hot, gets cold. The rotation of the Earth around the Sun isn't a perfect thing, so there's going to be certain levels of variation. The shifting axis will also add to that. You know, like the axis shifts a little bit, then one of the ice caps will melt while the other ones gets bigger. It just led to this whole entire conversation about how puny we really are and how insignificant we really are, and how both of us kind of find that comforting. Takes a lot of the pressure off. But typically, you know, people are conditioned to believe that, you know, we're the center of the universe. Not the actual physical center of the universe, but the ideological center of the universe. But the reality of the situation is we're just a tiny little speck on a tiny little speck in a great sea of tiny little specks. And that led to a conversation about the cyclical nature of the universe itself, and how even though you can't get your mind around the time spans because they're just so vast, but how like just this constant explosion, contraction, explosion, contraction. And why is it so hard for people to understand that that's just the way it works? She surprises me sometimes. I guess she got into a bit of a discussion with somebody about something, and blind follower of information. Somebody she works with. There was a theological angle in there, but we're not going to get into that. Well, you can't grasp your mind, or you can't get your mind around the concept of the scale or the time. It's just too vast. It's too big. But you can get your mind around the basic concept. It explodes, it contracts. It explodes, it contracts, and this happens just forever. One day our reality will cease to exist. It'll just become one with the whole again. I mean, trillions and billions and whatever the time scale is. But it's just a really easy concept to get your mind around. It much more so than something made up or something magical. Sorry, don't mean to get all deep. What do we need? One more sapling. The argument, what started the whole conversation was somebody at work just blindly believing in the whole climate change thing, and man's impact on that, and it led to a discussion on the insignificance of man, how we like to believe that what we do matters, but the reality of the situation is it just doesn't. I mean, one volcanic eruption does as much damage to the environment as mankind has done throughout the history of mankind. And volcanoes erupt all the time. No, we haven't existed before. We've existed when we've existed. Something else has existed. The matter's all the same. I mean, it's all comprised of the same matter. But this, I have no way of validating this, no way of verifying this. There's a person. It's just my assumption based on the available data. What do we got left? Oh, we got to talk to Roanoke. And it's just that it's based on what's been made available and the observations and the studies that have been done. It's just the most, to me, valid hypothesis. Where are my tree branches? There we go. Take these. Oh, he wants the mushrooms. Somebody else wants the branches. That's right. Sorry. Trying to think here. Where are those freaking roots? There they are. Yeah, well, I mean, it's something you can get your mind around, and it explains it very well. It's just, eventually, when things expand like that, gravity just pulls it all back together again. And when it's all back together, gravity just keeps pulling it tighter and tighter and tighter until the pressure builds and it just pops again. And then over the course of eons and whatever the time span is, um, life happens. In an infinite universe, some kind. I don't know if it was an original idea of hers or something she heard somebody say somewhere. Um, I don't know, but it just kind of amused me. She said, "Human beings have at their disposal an infinite number of ways to make things better, to make things greater, to make things bigger, whatever." Um, no, how did she phrase it? I'm sorry, I want to get it right because it was really good. Um, I'm going to screw it up. Wow, 17 bucks or 17 flat for a mushroom. I'll take that. Infinite number of things to create, and we've created boredom. I should have wrote it down. She said it much better. Now, Ozana wants turtle and gator bits. There's your turtle. And then she wants 4 of the gator bits. Then the other 2 gator bits go with the stick. Oh yeah, it's like we know what we're doing. There were a couple of level 29 spells, I believe. Spirit Sight. Oh, See Invisible. And Summon Food. No big deal. No big deal. We'll scribe them, but we don't have to worry about them. I like that. Sometimes you can have too many choices. Okay, next. The only problem with low levels is you have to buff a lot, because your buff timers are so low, 30 minutes. I'm dying. We all are. Here we go. Oh my god. What school does this play off of? Duration? Really need to work on that. I'm too cheap to actually put points into it. Oh. We have much easier time in the Null Caves with Beastlord than we did with the Monk. More tools at our disposal. But that is not what we're going to do right now. We're going to, actually we do have to go down there, don't we? Do we? Yeah, the Mucktail Foreman. We'll get that when we finish up the Golden Pick, though. We'll go do the Slash Claw Cliffs, and the Ticking Crocodile next. And any witch lamps that we happen. Oh, we did that too. We can turn that one in. Duh. We have to go back to town and get some more clarity potions. Wait, who wanted these? Oh, Alchemist Ella. My bad. And there you go. Clarity 5. Level 30. Well, we got 10 of them, so I guess we can just muddle through until then. Nope. Don't want any more witch lamps. Green ooze buds. Did we sell our loot yet? Am I just wasting time? Yes, I am. Let's just go kill things. Got yours. I just want to make sure I get all the quests for some ungodly reason. Nope, still not going to give me those. There's a witch here, a witch over here, and then another one. Where the heck is it? Oh, in this corner, and then another one in this corner. 4 witches you have to kill, and then somebody else also wants you to kill the Moor walker. Oh, there's that guy up behind the thing too. Don't forget that. The guy behind the thing. Remember that. The first thing we're going to do is run over here and grab one of these little baby slash claws. You take your handy dandy little slash claw trap, target that little bugger right there, and you go click. And look at that, you got yourself a baby slash claw. Blam. So what's everyone's plans for the 4th? Unless you're not an American, in which case never mind. Oh, awesome. Good times. Buddy of mine's going to be running a game, and he's going to do it over the Roll20, and we're going to stream that. So, look forward to that within the next few months. We don't know what game we're playing yet. The game is still up in the air. It might be D&D, it might be Traveler, it might be something. But it will be something, and it will be streamed. Do you guys get together in person, or is it an online thing? Look, look, look. They're kitty orphans. I just murdered their parents. That's the best way to do D&D. It really is. Used to have a hobby shop down in Florida, and we do D&D every Saturday night. Level 30, new pet. Are you doing 5th edition? Or are you playing one of the older versions? Never tried 5th. Never had the opportunity. Never had the desire to try 5th. I like 3.5. In my opinion, that was the best D&D. It was a good balance of the role playing and the system. Kept things flowing smoothly, but you still had your numbers. My personal opinion. Okay, we need to do a thing. Yeah. The last time I tried to run a, excuse me, game over D20 or roll 20. There were 2 guys in the group that just clashed horribly, and one of them was just an immature asshole, and the other one just couldn't let things go. So between the 2 of them, most game nights ended up being just these 2 bickering back and forth, and it was sad. It was sad. I never streamed any of it. It was just something we did for enjoyment. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. But this guy that's running this game is a really good GM. I've played in several of his games in the past. Excellent storyteller. He doesn't do so well with the game systems themselves. Like being up on the rules and whatnot. But he makes more than makes up for it with just a good storytelling ability. He would run the White Wolf games in the shop, just because those games are more story oriented. He ran a Deadlands game that was just top notch. But the White Wolf game that he ran, it was just a mishmash of all the different White Wolf systems. He ran that for years and years and years. That was our after closing Sunday night game. And that game just went for years. Never gained XP, never leveled, never did any of that stuff because nobody cared. We were having so much fun, it didn't matter. Good times, good times. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to start out with a new warder, but I'm going to step out just for a second. I'm sorry, I know I'm a horrible host. But I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Gaming talk. Had another guy that ran a cyberpunk game. It went for about a year and a half, the game did. They couldn't go any further because everybody was dead. It was this really detailed game where we formed corporate enemies and corporate alliances, and towards the end we were shit, I forgot I got a buff. So I get distracted. See, you got me talking on the gaming thing. Characters advanced significantly. The one guy in the group basically went full board. Did a full body conversion of well, not full body, but near enough. But through some good die rolls, he never slipped into cyber psychosis and murdered everybody else in the group. One focus and one focus only, killing things from 3 miles away. He was like the ultimate sniper. It was a cool thing how he tweaked the system. Just made these crazy impossible shots, and then there was the other guy with just infinite bad luck. Guaranteed at any critical moment he was going to roll a critical failure. There's this one episode where we're this long involved car chase, and we go through this tunnel, and the panel truck that we're driving in flips on its side, and he's like on the roof of the thing. So he has to make all these dexterity rolls and agility rolls and whatnot to jump up onto the other side of the thing without falling off the truck and maintain his balance while this thing's sliding through this tunnel on its side. He makes all these phenomenal rolls, and he's just flipping and jumping and doing all these things to save his own hide. And then the truck hits the wall of the tunnel and comes to a stop, and he has to do another roll to see if he can like jump out of the way in time. And that's the one that he fails, and he ends up splattering himself into the wall. It was funny. It was funny. He was so excited because he was making all these good rolls, but none of those mattered. It was that one final one. But anyhow, the other guy built a sniper that could just murder things from miles away, and I was the mechanic. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Anyhow, the whole game, year and a half's worth of gameplay. Really detailed. Wait, what am I doing? Stop doing that. So is what I wanted. Cast it. Come on, you can do it. This is one of your archetypal spells. You can't fizzle this. You can't fizzle so. All this detailed backstory and all this corporate intrigue and alliances and enemies and whatnot, and we find out at the end of it, because he'd accidentally left his notebook behind one time that he had all his game notes in. He had no game notes. It was an empty spiral-bound notebook, completely empty. He'd started the whole game from one of the random encounters in the back of the rulebook, and it just kind of grew from there. No notes, no nothing. Everything was just off the cuff, off the top of his head. But one of the most memorable games I ever played in. Yeah, they really do. It makes up for the 10 other games you played that were just absolute rubbish. It was one of those folks that was the progenitor of the Horcus, the term Horcus. I think I told that story in one of the streams, which morphed into variations such as Horkalong Cassidy. One of my regulars, a really timid, mild-mannered guy, very insecure. Never spoke out. Was in the shop one day, and there was another customer that was the exact opposite. He was the guy that just got under everybody's skin. He couldn't say anything without just irritating you to no end. And they were both in the store one day, and the second guy was being extra irritating that day. And the meek, mild, soft-spoken one shouted out, "Will you shut up, you freaking Horcus?" And we lost it. Everybody was just rolling. But that's where the word came from. No idea what it means. It's just something he made up. There was the Civil War guy. Every conversation you had with this guy eventually became about the Civil War. It didn't matter what you were talking about, it always ended up being about the Civil War. And he would talk non-stop. We'd use the Pokemon kids. We'd feed them to him when he'd get on one of his tangents. And then when this poor kid was trapped in a corner listening to some minor battle that some minor general had or something like that, and what color their buttons were, we'd all be making a break for it. Survival of the fittest. One day I was trying to go home. The shop was closed, everybody was gone, the store was locked, and I wanted to go home. It had been a long day, and he just wouldn't stop talking. He had me out on the sidewalk talking to me, and just in the middle of a sentence, I just walked away. I just walked away, got in the car, and drove off. I just couldn't take it anymore. My brain was full, and he stood there for about 5 minutes with his mouth hanging open. He was a nice guy, but he'd seen some military action that kind of messed with him a little bit, so he had poor social skills. Didn't know when to stop talking. And you don't want to be mean to the guy, because he wasn't a bad guy. He just never shut up. Whereas the other one, Horcus, the originator of Horcus, was just a miserable human being altogether. "10 years of very good memories in that game shop. And then the recession hit and had to let it go. What are we doing? I'm just sitting here killing these cats, and I have no idea how many I'm supposed to kill. I guess we're done. So what's next? Ghost Pack Fens is on the other side of the zone. Ticking Crocodile. He's in here somewhere. I can smell him. Yeah, maybe I have to clear some of them out to get them to spawn. Alright, let's do that. There he is. There he is. Never mind. Come here, you bastard. I doubt very highly if we'll be playing D&D in that game. Dean's not a big D&D fan. The guy that's running the game is not a big D&D fan. Well, no, I speak a lie. He likes D&D just fine. He just doesn't like running it. Then that popped him. Then we have to give him this. And then he has to make his way home. Eventually. Normally, yeah. 9 times out of 10, I'll be the DM. Don't like to. Don't like to. I just have a knack for it. I'm sure he'll make it back fine. And we have, oh, the slash clause to turn in. My son plays too. Tommy. He loves him some D&D. All that stuff, D&D, magic, all of it. Yeah. Second son was never given the opportunity. I don't know about all that, but I think I'm going to keep what I'm using. Although the stats are nice. Tough call, tough call. Do we have any more? No. That was our deciding factor. My dad tried it once. He enjoyed it. He thoroughly enjoyed it. He just didn't enjoy it enough to pursue it. Yeah, now we're getting down the Stone Hive. We're going to be going down the other end soon. Then we should be able to get this lady's other 2 quests. Yep. And there's the witches. course, he also had a character ban. I told you that story. He had a character banned on City of Heroes for a violation of the naming rules. Quite the character. He made a character named Chlamydia Sue. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible, but it was a violation of their rules, so they deleted the character. His first and last time playing an MMO, and he got banned. Okay, we have to go into Crescent Reach and advance the Golden Pick quest. It's unavoidable at this point. My son wanted to start playing some Magic again, so he went out and got some cards, and we came over and built a few decks, and started playing. You know, the girlfriend had never played, but you know, to her credit, she was willing to try it. So we put our green deck together, just a simple stompy deck, and now every night before she goes to bed, we have to play at least one game. So I'm looking forward to that Roll20 thing. That's going to be fun. He's putting in a computer room in his house, and have to put a floor in. Until that's done, he can't do anything, and he can't do the game until the computer room's set up. So it'll be a little while yet. Well, they're sleeves. Do you usually end up getting stuck behind the screen? Where's my mouse? No, there it is. Good move, good move. Such a pain. Well, I mean, a good pain, but a pain. For every hour you spend at the gaming table playing, the DM spent 3 hours getting ready. I don't know what if 5th edition makes that any easier or not, but we always had, you know, all the notes and everything, all the maps drawn out. And why did I come here? Blacksmith, blacksmith. Yeah, yep, yep. Well, the book says, I don't care what the book says. That's what I liked about D&D. They always have that disclaimer on the front page. Regardless of what the rules in this book state, the DM is always right. Oh, God. He's got quests. Now we have to go there anyhow, so get her done. Now, did we complete any of these? No, we still have to do some exploring for that one. And, Ghostpack Woods and the Ogre Stomp. And the, Dark Tower to the north. I think I'm going to drop this bag off in the bank. Don't really need it. We should go camp for Shralock packs. High pass. 25% weight reduction, boy. Doesn't mean anything anymore. What? 8 slots? That's cute. We're going to run over to the guild hall and pilfer some goods there. Upgrade some of my gear before we carry on. Wish this account had access to the guild hall teleport, but it doesn't. First time I'd ever played D&D, I was at this party with some girl a long time ago. I was a teenager. This was very first edition D&D. These guys were sitting around a circle. One guy was sitting behind the screen. Everybody had pieces of paper and dice in front of them, or dice. And it looked neat. And they asked if I wanted to sit in, so they handed me a pre-made character. And started playing. And I think the girl ended up going home with somebody else that night, which was okay with me because I had a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun with doing that than I would have with her. Yeah. Yep. With Thaco. I think this might have even been before Thaco. But I was hooked from the first. And some of the kids that I went to school with had some of the books with them at lunch, and I started going through the books, and yeah. That was the end of that. That was back when video games were things you played in arcades, and they cost a quarter. Why am I here? Oh, Guildhall. I'm gonna grab some spells too. Next 4 levels. Since we're here. What you got for me? Well, we're on 30 to 34. Yeah, we'll get that one. 35. We'll make 35 our cutoff, because we technically already got our level 30s. Well, 31 singular. Frenzy. Another pet at 46. Another pet at 39. There's nothing between 30 and 46? Or 39, rather. It seems like there should be another one. Okay, done with that. Look, Necros. They all look exactly the same. Well, I mean, except for this one. That is odd. Look at all the people. Let's go right down the middle of them. It's like running through jello. That's a cool mercenary. I hear you can see some of the mounts. Kinda. That one seems to be popular. Ooh, that was a cool one. Where'd he go? Ah, guy had a Pegasus mount. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, good lord. Guild Bank. Let's see what we can pillage. 922. We don't have anything in our shoulder slot. Can't wear those anyhow. Blood starts at level 37. I think my monk took all the good leather stuff. Lump of resounding clay. Those earrings are beautiful. What are you? It's a lump of clay. Yep, that jerk took all the ornate stuff. No ornate leather left. Oh well, that was a wasted trip. Yeah. I normally have duplicates, all that stuff, but apparently I'm pretty sure I do on my enchanter. The guy that has all my bizarre stuff. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of stuff on him, but that involves switching accounts, and don't want to do all that. I'll do it when you guys aren't watching. Yeah, I'm probably the only gamer in the world that really just can't stand those books. Lord of the Rings. I mean, tabletop gamer, not video gamer. Um, I tried reading them so many times, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I get in like 3 chapters in, and I'm just done. It's his writing style. Something about it just puts me off. I'm not saying it's bad. Not even remotely suggesting it's bad. So calm down. I just can't get into it. Okay. Thanks for giving me the abbreviated version. What do we gotta do? I mean, effectively boiled down to its core, Lord of the Rings is about some guy walking, and then he drops something, and then he walks home. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the middle, but that's basically the premise. Thanks for hunting. Da, da, da. Okay, those are the quests we're going to do. We're going to go get those null quests out of the way, just because I can't freaking stand the null quests. I'm going to take one more quick smoke break, and I'll be right back. Perfect timing, we just poured the last cup of coffee. So we're gonna buff up, we're gonna go do these knoll quests, and we'll probably call it a night after that. Let's get over to the zone first before we start buffing. Get every minute we can out of them. And then that'll be it for this side of the zone. And then we'll start moving down to the other side next time. Except for the tower thing, the ogre skeletons. There's one more Spirali quest too that we didn't get. But I think we're just going to skip that one. Might be an achievement for it though. Maybe we should do it. It's one where you actually have to go in the cave and kill the named Spirali at the end. Mushroom dudes. That guy is dead. Draken always leaves such nice corpses. Draken, whatever the heck they're called. And the Fizzle Fist. Let's get our potions going now so that we have that clarity. Because we're going to need it. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. There we go. Oh, this is infuriating. There it goes. When you have a Merc, you don't use a lot of your buffs sometimes, because the Merc's buff will override it. No, don't want to cast that. So the skill in that particular buff will not go up. Sit here and med up for a minute. Pretty flowers. Yeah, it's close enough. These gnolls shouldn't pose too much of a problem. Of course. Oh, wait a minute. We need those. Since I've been like 15 years old, I've drank mass quantities of coffee. It doesn't keep me awake anymore. It hasn't for years. I just really enjoy coffee, so. Of course, you can question whether I actually enjoy it or if I'm just so used to drinking it. But regardless, I enjoy it. So. I have that many before lunch. Probably drink about anywhere from 5 to 8 pots a day. Depending on how busy I am. Oh, oh, that makes me upset. I have to take this back to that guy up at the camp and hand it back into him and then come back and do this. Oh, that's upsetting. Stupid. That's what happens when you don't read your quest. At least we have so it doesn't take as long. This guy. Now we can go dig the ore. Yeah, let's kill him. What the heck? He's not very rare. He's always up, but they list him as a rare creature. Sleeves again. It's like to get all this null nonsense out of the way. Is he gonna let me go in? Or is he gonna be a douche? Those potions of clarity really help with the downtime. Yeah, they are. They're huge compared to like the high pass knolls. Oh, and that guy's gonna want me to do something. These people are too demanding. Hey, we finally got shoes. How about that? I don't run around barefoot all the time anymore. Oh, there's a quest to come talk to him. I think that might be one of the Drake and Firebreath quests, but I could be wrong. Or Breath Weapon quest, not Firebreath. Freaking fly every night. The same fly. Alright, Boar, thanks for sticking around. Always a pleasure. See you next time. Sleep well. One more cave. And then we're done with the gnolls. See if we can get this one done in 7 minutes. Ding. Alright, let's run down in there and get our rocks. And be done with this. Don't run, don't run. Thank you. Alright, and we're done with that. I believe I forgot to get somebody's necklace from the foreman. Oh, I'm not doing that one. There's one where you have to loot the picks and tools. I'm not doing all that. We'll just get rid of that one. Oh, maybe I'll go back and do it later. I don't know. Because I think there's an achievement associated with it. Oh, let's see. Plate bracer, link bracer. That would be leather. I guess that's the option we're going to take. And that's that. And I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, you know the drill, and we'll pick it up here tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, folks.